third BCom computer students. Now the topic is web technologies. Web technology is a very interesting paper. We have to learn to build the web pages along with websites. Web technology is basically used to build the web pages along with websites. If you want to build the web pages, we have to use the markup languages like HTML, DHTML, JavaScript, PHP, and so on. All those are covered with the web technology, but we have to learn only HTML, DHTML, cascading styles along with the DHTML. Those topics we have to cover in our syllabus. In our web technology has 5 units. Unit 1, networking concepts along with HTML. Unit 2, cascading style sheets. Unit 3, DHTML. And Unit 4, JavaScript concept. Unit 5 also exceptional handling along with functions. We have to cover in this syllabus. Now I would like to start with Unit 1, network. First of all, what is the definition of the network? We have in our computer network terminology, we have to connected each other. Multiple devices we have to connected each other. In computer networking system, which is connected multiple devices simultaneously each other. Why? Because we have to connect the devices. Because of why we want to share the files as well as resources. In our networking system, we are using the nodes. We connect each other. Node 1, node 2, node 3. Every node has been connected to the each other nodes. That is called as the basic definition of the network. Okay. What is the use of networking? We can share the files as well as resources. So networking అనేది ఒక సిస్టమ్ నుంచి ఇంకొక సిస్టమ్కి కనెక్ట్ చేసుకునే టెక్నిక్నే నెట్వర్క్ అంటాం. We have to connect each other. We have to connect any number of nodes into your networking system. So all nodes should be connected each other. That is called as the definition of the network. If you are using in the networking system, you can easily share the files or information as well as resources. That is the basic theme of the networking system. Now, what are the advantages of computer networks? Computer networks uses, advantages. The basic and fundamental thing is sharing of files, sharing of resources, increased storage capacity, increased cost efficiency, sharing of load, as well as facilitating communications. All those are the basic advantages of computer network. Now first one is sharing of files. How we can share the files between the nodes? Here the node means system or terminal or device, whatever it, all those under the name is same. Now I would like to take 1, 2, 3, 3 devices. I want to access the file from system number 3. The file name is abc.doc. Clear? Now I am working in the system number 1. Here there is a connection between them, 1 and 3. Now easily we can access particular abc.document file. So that is the basic advantage. We are using the networking concept, that is the sharing of files. Number of systems ni mano networking lo connect cheskoni, we have to share each other either information, either data, either files, whatever you want, you can share between them. That is the basic advantage of using sharing of files. Clear? The next one is అదే నెట్వర్కింగ్ లో గనక లేకుండా, there is no network between the nodes, then what we have to do? Simply go through the system number 3. మనం సిస్టమ్ 1లో ఉన్నాం, సిస్టమ్ 3 దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళాలి. ఒక పెన్ డ్రైవ్ సీడీనో తీసుకోవాలి. యూ హ్యావ్ టు కాపీ ఇంటూ దట్ ఫైల్ అండ్ కమ్ బ్యాక్ ఇంటూ యువర్ సిస్టమ్ అండ్ ప్లేస్ ఇంటూ యువర్ సిస్టమ్, కాపీ ఆర్ పేస్ట్ ఇట్. దెన్ ఆఫ్టర్ యూ కెన్ యాక్సెస్ పర్టికులర్ ఫైల్. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద టైమ్ థింకింగ్. In the meanwhile, if you are in the networking system, immediately the fraction of seconds you can share the files between the nodes. That is the basic definition of the sharing of the files. Clear? The next one is sharing of resources. What are the resources? Here in the computer terminology, the resources are hardware device or software, whatever it, both are devices are called as the resources, sharing of resources. For example, there are many nodes, there are between the connection in between. I want to access some software like PHP. Now I am working in system number 1. I want to access the PHP software, but in our system hasn't software, but I am in the network. So simply find out where the PHP software is there, then automatically I can identify that system and easily share it into your device, easily to installation into your device. So that is the sharing of resources. నాకు కావాల్సిన పిహెచ్పి సాఫ్ట్వేర్ అనేది నా సిస్టంలో లేదు, సమ్ అదర్ లొకేషన్లో ఉంది. ఈజీలీ యూ కెన్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ద సాఫ్ట్వేర్, దెన్ యూ కెన్ కాపీ అండ్ పేస్ట్ ఇట్, దెన్ ఆటోమేటికల్లీ యూ కెన్ షేర్. దట్ ఈస్ ద వన్ అడ్వాంటేజ్. దట్ ఈస్ ద సాఫ్ట్వేర్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో. అనదర్ థింగ్ ఈస్ హార్డ్వేర్. సో ఇక్కడ 3 devices are connected. Along with one printer I connected into the network. So printer is the hardware device. ప్రతి సిస్టమ్కి ఇక్కడ నేను ప్రింటర్ కనెక్ట్ చేయలేదు. బికాస్ ఆఫ్ వై రేర్లీ వీఆర్ యూజింగ్ టేక్ అవుట్ ద ప్రింట్అవుట్. దట్స్ వై వన్ ప్రింటర్ ఈజ్ కనెక్టెడ్ ఇన్ టు ద నెట్వర్క్. ఆల్ ది నోట్స్ ఆర్ each one, everyone should be take out from that printer only. For example, generally ఒక ఆఫీస్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్లో మెనీ డివైసెస్ ఉంటాయి, బట్ రేర్ ప్రింట్అవుట్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో ప్రతి ఒక్క సిస్టమ్కి ప్రింటర్ ఉండాలని రూల్ ఏం లేదు. ఎవ్రీ వన్ వచ్చేసి మనం నెట్వర్కింగ్లో పెట్టుకుంటాం కాబట్టి ఒక ప్రింటర్ని మనం నెట్వర్కింగ్లో పెట్టుకున్నట్లయితే ఈజీలీ యూ విల్ టేక్ అవుట్ ద ప్రింట్అవుట్ ఫ్రమ్ ఎనీ వన్. ఎవరైనా సరే మనం ఈజీగా మనం ఇక్కడ ప్రింట్అవుట్ తీసుకోవచ్చు. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద రిసోర్సెస్ షేరింగ్. ఆ ఫ్లెక్సిబిలిటీ అనేది ఈ కంప్యూటర్ నెట్వర్కింగ్. బికాస్ ఆఫ్ నెట్వర్కింగ్ ఈజ్ ఓన్లీ థింగ్ యూ కెన్ డూ సచ్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ యాక్టివిటీ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ as the sharing of resources. Clear? Those two are the very very big advantage using the networking. Sharing of files one, and as well as sharing of resources. Good. The next one is increased storage capacity. If you are using the personal PC, it has limited storage capacity, right? If you are using the networking system, there are only nodes, one server we have to connected each other. Then big large storage capacity we have to store into your devices. సో ఇక్కడ ఒక ఆర్గనైజేషన్కి వచ్చేపాటికి ఏం జరుగుతుందంటే, ఒక బ్యాంకింగ్ సెక్టర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ కనుక మనం తీసుకున్నట్లయితే, ఇఫ్ దెర్ ఈజ్ ఎ సిస్టమ్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ రూమ్ ఇస్ దేర్, ఇట్ హ్యాస్ ద సర్వర్, ఆల్ నోడ్ షుడ్ బి కనెక్టెడ్ ఇన్ టు ద సర్వర్. ప్రతి ఒక్క నోడ్ వచ్చేసి సర్వర్కి కనెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద బిగ్ స్టోరేజ్ కెపాసిటీ. ద స్టోరేజ్ డివైస్ కెన్ బి కనెక్టెడ్ ఆల్ ది నోడ్స్. ద బేసిక్ అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఏంటంటే దీనివల్ల ఎవ్రీ వన్ కెన్ యాక్సెస్ ఎనీ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ డేటా. అందుకనే మనం బ్యాంక్స్ చూడండి, మనం బ్యాంక్లోకి వెళ్ళినట్లయితే దెర్ ఆర్ సో మెనీ కౌంటర్స్ ఎర్ దర్. ఎనీ కౌంటర్ యూ కెన్ యాక్సెస్ యువర్ రిక్వైర్డ్ డేటా, రైట్? మనం ఏ యాక్టివిటీ కావాలని మనం బ్యాంక్ వెళ్ళినా automatically you can access any kind of data is possible in the banking sector. Because of a server device is there, we have to connected each other. A system line you can access the server based data, then automatically you can execute the data. Meanwhile every system we can access the data. So that is the basic advantage of using network, along with storage capacity, high storage capacity. If you are using the personal computer, a limited storage capacity. In the meanwhile server has been connected to the many clients. ఇంకొక పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే టెర్మినల్స్ అంటాం. సో టెర్మినల్ మీన్స్ దెర్ ఈజ్ నో నీడ్ టు యూజ్ ద CPU. డైరెక్ట్లీ ద సర్వర్ సిస్టమ్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ కనెక్టెడ్ ఇన్ టు ద సర్వర్. అక్కడ మనకు CPUతో పని లేదు. ఆల్ డేటా షుడ్ బి యాక్సెస్ విత్ ద హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ సర్వర్. క్లియర్? సిస్టమ్ 1 2 3 ఎన్ని సిస్టమ్స్లో అయినా సరే ఆల్ నోడ్స్, దీన్ని టెర్మినల్ అంటాం. వితౌట్ CPU ఉన్నదాన్ని మనం టెర్మినల్ అంటాం టెక్నికల్లీ. ఆల్ నోడ్స్ షుడ్ బి కనెక్టెడ్ ఇన్ టు ద సర్వర్. Automatically we can connected into the device, it will be execute directly. So here the storage capacity is very increased. Clear? The next one is increased cost efficiency. So automatically if you are in the networking, then automatically one time investment is there. Once you establish the networking concept, then automatically maintain the networking, automatically you can access the regular activities. Now if you want to any other device is connected coming into the new device, then automatically connected into the device, automatically it will be execute efficient way, we can execute it, as well as efficient గా మనం ఇక్కడ కాస్ట్ ఎఫిషియన్సీ అంటే మనీని కూడా మనం ఇక్కడ సేవ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. సమర్థవంతంగా ఎఫెక్టివ్గా నెట్వర్కింగ్ సిస్టంలో మ్యానిపులేట్ చేసుకొని డివైసెస్ని మనం నెట్వర్కింగ్లో కనెక్ట్ చేసుకొని వీ కెన్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ ఇట్. ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఈజ్ షేరింగ్ ఆఫ్ లోడ్. సో బికాస్ ఆఫ్ నెట్వర్కింగ్లో ఉన్నాం కాబట్టి సర్వర్ ఈజ్ కనెక్టెడ్ టు ఆల్ ది నోడ్స్ కాబట్టి then automatically any data should be access any device, then automatically work should be shared. For example, if you take the railway station example తీసుకున్నట్లయితే, it has so many counters. ఏ కౌంటర్లోకి వెళ్ళినా మనం టికెట్ తీసుకోవచ్చు. మనం ఏం చేస్తాం, యూజువల్లీ ఎక్కడ కౌంటర్లో ఎక్కడైతే క్రౌడ్ తక్కువ ఉందో ఆ లైన్లోకి వెళ్తాం. అంటే ఏంటి, అక్కడ వర్క్ అనేది ఏమవుతుంది, షేర్ అవుతుంది. సో బికాస్ ఆఫ్ పాసిబిలిటీ ఆఫ్ నెట్వర్కింగ్లో ఉండటం వల్ల ఎక్కడ వెళ్ళినా కానీ మీ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ అనేది జరుగుతుంది కాబట్టి షేరింగ్ ఆఫ్ లోడ్ ఈజ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ది గుడ్ అడ్వాంటేజెస్. ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఈజ్ ఫెసిలిటేటింగ్ కమ్యూనికేషన్స్. వీ హ్యావ్ టు కమ్యూనికేట్ ఈచ్ అదర్ అలాంగ్ విత్ SMSs, email, other social networking also useful to communicate within the other nodes. So all those are the general advantages of using in networking system. So the basic advantages are sharing of files, sharing of resources, increased storage capacity, increased cost efficiency, sharing of load, as well as facilitating communications. So all those are the general advantages of the computer network. So examination lo మనల్ని అడుగుతూ ఉంటారు, so define network, what are the advantages అన్న, what are the characteristics అన్న, you have to write all those things. Clear? The next one is World Wide Web, very familiar word, www. The www is commonly known as the web. So కామన్గా దీన్ని మనం ఇక్కడ డిఫైన్ చేసేదాన్ని మనం వెబ్ అంటాం. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఓపెన్ ఎండెడ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ రిట్రీవింగ్ సిస్టమ్. యూ కెన్ యాక్సెస్ విత్ ద హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ URL ఎనీ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ద ఇంటర్నెట్. సో ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు యాక్సెస్ ఎనీ డొమైన్ బేస్డ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, యూ కెన్ రిట్రీవ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద నెట్. The net should be identified by the URL. URL means Uniform Resource Locator, can identify the web application. So that is called as the web. World Wide Web is the familiar word. It is also known as the web. Usually the World Wide Web is access to retrieve the information from the net. The information should be identified by the URL. URL means Uniform Resource Locator. I will give you one example for you. www.domain name krishnauniversity.ac.in is the website name. So automatically the www retrieve the information from the Krishna University. Those information can be identified through network along with URL, can identify, locate it and retrieve the information to the end user. So that is the basic definition of the World Wide Web. Along with HTTP protocol also helpful to retrieve the information from the net. HTTP means Hypertext Transmission Protocol is another protocol we have to use and retrieve the information through the World Wide Web. Clear? So both of them is same. అందుకని మన అడ్రస్ బార్ మీద you can write www.website name so and so, or HTTP or protocol also helpful to access, retrieve the web based information through internet. Clear? So that is called as the World Wide Web. The next one is internet, very familiar word. Global information system we can access into your system, interly connected along with the net, along with the hardware devices. We have to connected the internet as well as access the information. Global information is called as the internet. The internet protocols are helpful to access the net based information. So the internet is the global system of interconnected computer networks. Interconnected internal devices you have to connect it, but you can access the global data that uses the internet protocols. TCP protocol, TCP and IP. TCP means transmission control protocol or internet protocol are helpful to communicate between the networks and devices. Networking concepts as well as devices through we can access the internet. The mainly Bob Kahn and Winton Cerf are widely known as father of the internet. Usually the father of the internet told Bob Kahn and Winton Cerf are widely known as the father of the internet. So they are introduced to communication between the nodes along with globally. So that is the basic internet. Internet అనేది global గా ఉన్న information interconnected between into our computer networks. We can access with the help of TCP/IP protocol. You can execute and communicate between the networks as well as nodes. So Bob Kahn and Winton Cerf are widely known as father of internet. So Bob Kahn ని లేదా మరియు Winton Cerf వీళ్ళని ఫాదర్ ఆఫ్ ద ఇంటర్నెట్గా చెప్తారు. బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్ దే హ్యావ్ టు ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ ద నెట్వర్కింగ్ కాన్సెప్ట్ అలాంగ్ విత్ ద గ్లోబల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ దే ఆర్ యూజింగ్ టు బిల్డ్ అప్ అలాంగ్ విత్ ప్రోటోకాల్స్ హెల్ప్ఫుల్ టు కమ్యూనికేట్ బిట్వీన్ దెమ్. క్లియర్? సో దట్ ఈస్ ద డెఫినేషన్ ఆఫ్ ద internet. The next topic is very interesting and useful topic is network topologies. What is the topology? So what is the network? Network means you have to communicate between the nodes. You know that. So the new term is called as topology. Topology refers as physical or logical layout. So how to connect between the nodes, either physically or logically layout of a network. ఎలా మనం కనెక్ట్ చేసుకుంటాము ఫిజికల్గా, హౌ వీ హ్యావ్ టు కనెక్ట్ బిట్వీన్ ద నోడ్స్ అనేది, ఎన్ని రకాలుగా మనం కనెక్ట్ చేసుకుంటాం ఏంటనేది వీ హ్యావ్ టు డిస్కస్ అబౌట్ ఇన్ నెట్వర్క్ టోపాలజీస్. ఇట్ డిఫైన్స్ వే డిఫరెంట్ నోడ్స్ ఆర్ ప్లేస్డ్ ఆర్ ఇంటర్ కనెక్టెడ్ ఈచ్ అదర్. సో ఇంటర్నల్లీ హౌ వీ కెన్ కనెక్టెడ్ బిట్వీన్ ద నోడ్స్. దేర్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్ వే టు కనెక్ట్ బిట్వీన్ ద నోడ్స్. వాట్ ఆర్ ద వేస్? So that is called as the physically or logically way we have to connect between the nodes. So that is the basic theme of the network topologies. So different types of network. So మనం నెట్వర్కింగ్ సిస్టంలో ఒక నోడ్ నుంచి ఇంకొక నోడ్ని మనం ఏ రకంగా లాజికల్గా యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ ఫిజికల్గా ఏ రకంగా కనెక్ట్ చేసుకుంటాం. వాట్ ఆర్ ద టెక్నిక్స్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఫాలో? డిపెండ్స్ అపాన్ ది రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్, డిపెండ్స్ అపాన్ ది సిచ్యువేషన్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు కనెక్షన్ బిట్వీన్ ద నోడ్స్. సో దాన్ని ఏ రకంగా మనం కమ్యూనికేట్ చేస్తాము, లాజికల్గా ఏ రకంగా లేఅవుట్ ఏంటి, ఫిజికల్ లేఅవుట్ ఏంటి అనేది వీ హ్యావ్ టు డిస్కస్ హియర్. దట్ ఈస్ ద బేసిక్ డెఫినేషన్ ఆఫ్ ది నెట్వర్క్ టోపాలజీ, ఎదర్ ఫిజికల్ ఆర్ లాజికల్ లేఅవుట్ ఆఫ్ ఏ నెట్వర్క్ బిట్వీన్ ద నోడ్స్. ఫిజికల్గా లాజికల్గా మనం ఏ రకంగా మనం ఇక్కడ కమ్యూనికేట్ చేయాలి అని చెప్పేదాన్నే మనం ఇక్కడ నెట్వర్క్ టోపాలజీస్ అంటాం. హియర్ వీఆర్ ద వన్ డయాగ్రామ్ ఈస్ గివెన్ హియర్. Types of network topology. So చూడండి, here different types of network topology. First one is bus topology, ring topology, tree topology, star topology, mesh topology, hybrid topology. So all those are the different layout we have to connect between them is called as the network topologies. Very interesting, and each and every network topology has different way to communicate it. So every topology has merits as well as demerits are there. So now we have to discuss about each and every network topology in detail. Now first one is bus topology. Very clear, if you observe the one cable is there in our diagram. If you observe the bus topology, the basic diagram is one cable is there, only one cable is there. All nodes should be connected into that cable. So that is the bus topology. If you take one cable, we have to connect it in that particular cable. So the bus topology is designed in such a way that all the stations are connected through a single cable known as backbone cable. Only single cable can be connected all the nodes. Simple network is called as bus topology. So చూడండి, అక్కడ here one big cable is there. It has 4 nodes connected between the cable. So the data transmission between the nodes through cables is called as bus topology. The data transmission between the nodes ఎలా వెళ్తుందంట? through cable. So this is the one of the layout of bus topology. So what are the advantages? It is easy to install and connect a new device to the network. So easily to connect devices into the cable, easily, simply cable మనం ఉంటుంది అక్కడ ఈజీగా కనెక్ట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. సో ఒక స్మాల్ రియల్ లైఫ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకుందాం. ఇన్ అవర్ హౌస్ దెర్ ఈస్ ఎ బిగ్ pipe is there. We have to connect the taps, so many taps, same pipe. So the water flow total taps. Similarly, in computer network, in the bus cable, the data transmission through cable. Clear? So easy to connect it as well as easy to disconnect it. Simply to install as well as disconnect. It requires less cabling. There is more cabling is not necessary here. Only one big cable along with long cable is more than enough. As well as compared to star topology, అంటే coming next చెప్పబోయే topology తో పోల్చుకుంటే the less cable is required. Only single wire is there. Only single cable is there. That is only the backbone of the cable. With the data should be transmission between the nodes through the cable. It is inexpensive. Basic advantage is inexpensive. ఎటువంటి ఖర్చుతో కూడుకున్నది కదా. యాజ్ వెల్ as one cable is only is enough to connect multiple nodes. The failure of single node does not affect the network. If there is any one system failure, the network system does not affect it. సో ఏదైనా ఒక నోడ్ కనుక ఫెయిల్ అయినంత మాత్రాన టోటల్ నెట్వర్కింగ్ సిస్టమ్ అనేది ఫెయిల్ కాదు. ఎప్పుడు ఫెయిల్ అవుతుంది? ఇఫ్ దెర్ ఈస్ కేబుల్ ఏదైనా డిఫెక్ట్ అయితే ద ఎంటైర్ నెట్వర్క్ సిస్టమ్ షుడ్ బి ఫెయిల్. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద డిసడ్వాంటేజ్. సో ఇక్కడ ఇంకొక డిసడ్వాంటేజ్ ఏంటంటే ఎర్రర్ డిటెక్షన్ ఈస్ డిఫికల్ట్ టు ఐడెంటిఫై బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ఓన్లీ వన్ కేబుల్. ఇఫ్ దెర్ ఈస్ ఎనీ ఎర్రర్ అక్కర్ మీన్స్ ద డేటా డస్ నాట్ ట్రాన్స్మిషన్ బిట్వీన్ ద నోడ్స్. In the meanwhile, there is a cable problem. So it may be replace it. So that is the thing. Otherwise, easy to install and connect each node, as well as less cabling is required, inexpensive, and there is a limited failure chance. If there is any failure of the network, if there is any cable ఒక్కటి కనుక ఫెయిల్ అయినట్లయితే the total networking system will be fail. Otherwise, the network should be executed properly. So that is the bus topology. If you observe, inexpensive because of only one cable is more than enough to connect multiple devices. You can connect any number of devices easily. ఇక్కడ మనం ఈజీగా ఓన్లీ 4 nodes పెట్టుకున్నాం. అలాగే ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు కనెక్ట్ వన్ మోర్ ప్రింటర్ ఈజీలీ విత్ ఇన్ ద కేబుల్, దెన్ ఆటోమేటికలీ యూ విల్ టేక్ ఆల్ ది 4 nodes. They will take out the printouts. So that is the bus topology. So it depends upon the situation. What are the requirements we have to weigh? We need to choose the network topology. So this is the one of the topology that is called as the bus topology. Clear? The next one is ring topology. So if you observe, circular form in the form of the devices. So ring topology is just like a bus topology, but with connected ends. So connected ends, neighbor system connected to the next system. So ఒక సిస్టమ్ నుంచి నైబర్ సిస్టమ్కి we have to connect it. Then after circularly the data transmission traversing. So data అనేది all nodes traveling node to node. Every node to node the data transmission is going into the ring topology. So this is the one type of network topology. So what are the advantages using this topology? So here there is no hub, there is central hub, there is no need to use the hub. In the ring topology we have to connect it directly into the end node of the systems, neighbor nodes of the system, automatically connected through the devices. So ring topology is best suited for the networks that do not have a hub. ఎక్కడైతే సెంట్రల్ హబ్ అనేది ఉండదు, హబ్తో పని లేకుండా డైరెక్ట్గా మనం డేటాని యాక్సెస్ చేసుకుంటాము, then only we have to use the ring topology. It is more reliable than star topology. So అంటే నెక్స్ట్ చెప్పబోయే దానికన్నా కూడా ఇది బెటర్ వే టు కమ్యూనికేట్ బిట్వీన్ ద నోడ్స్. దట్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ డస్ నాట్ డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ ఏ సింగిల్ కబ్. దెర్ ఈజ్ నో హబ్తో సంబంధం లేదు, డైరెక్ట్కి నోడ్ టు నోడ్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు కమ్యూనికేట్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఈజీ టు ఇన్స్టాలేషన్. It can span over large distance. You can connect any number of devices directly through. Every node has equal chance to transmit the data. It means data transmission between the nodes is equal time, equal chances to data transmission. So all those are the advantages. I think this is the one more disadvantage is if there is any one node is fail, the total network system may be fail into the ring topology. In networking system lo, the data transmission between one node to another node automatically move it. If there is any one node fail, then automatically it will be affected entire ring topology. So that is the disadvantage in ring topology. Every topology technique has a merits as well as demerits. Similarly, in ring topology, each node be connected each other, as well as if there is any one node device is disconnected or failure, the entire network topology will be affected to fail the data. So that is the ring topology. The next one is star topology. So ఇందా మనం డిస్కస్ చేసుకున్నట్టు there is a hub between the nodes. One central hub, we have to connected all the nodes is called as the star topology. We have to connected into the hub, one central hub. So if you observe the star topology diagram, there is a one hub is then between the diagram. We have to all the nodes arranged into the network with the help of hub. So hub ki connect చేయటం జరిగింది. So the data transmission through hub. So చూడండి, the star topology is an arrangement of network in which every node is connected to the central hub, switch or a central computer. Every node should be connected into the central hub is called as the star topology. Clear? The star topology has been connected into the central hub. ప్రతి నోడ్ వచ్చేసి సెంట్రల్ హబ్కి కనెక్ట్ చేసుకోవడం. So what are the merits it has? Star network is easy to install because of a hub has capacity. A hub ki how many devices connected అనేది capacity ఉంటుంది. The directly you have to connected a particular port ki you have to connected it. So that is the star network is easy to install it. New nodes can be connected easily. So new nodes can be connected easily. So easy ga మనం కనెక్ట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. Because of a hub కనుక capacity if there is available, you can connect directly. If network does not get disturbed when any device is added or removed, so there is no need to disturbance. If there is add one more device, the total networking system or other devices are does not affected or add or remove. If there is any one defect, one device is fail, the total networking system does not affected. ఏదైనా ఒక సిస్టమ్ కనుక ఫెయిల్ అయినట్లయితే the network system hasn't been affected. The only affected whenever the hub is fail. Whenever the hub is fail, then automatically the total networking will be affected. Failure of any other node or does not affect the network. ఏదైనా ఒక సిస్టమ్ ఫెయిల్ అయినంత మాత్రాన ద టోటల్ నెట్వర్కింగ్ సిస్టమ్ అనేది ఫెయిల్ కాదు. ఎప్పుడు ఫెయిల్ అవుతుంది? ఎక్సెప్ట్ దే హబ్. ఒక హబ్ అనేది ఫెయిల్ అయితే, సెంట్రల్ సిస్టమ్ అనేది హబ్ అనేది ఫెయిల్ అయితే, దెన్ ఆటోమేటికల్లీ ఫెయిల్ అవుతుంది. ఏది ఫెయిల్ అవుతుంది? టోటల్ నెట్వర్క్ సిస్టమ్ విల్ బి ఫెయిల్. దట్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ ద స్టార్ టోపాలజీ. సో వెరీ ఈజీ టు ఇన్స్టాలేషన్, బట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు మెయింటైన్ ద వన్ సెంట్రల్ హబ్. ఒక సెంట్రల్ హబ్ని వీ హ్యావ్ టు మెయింటైన్. We can easily add or remove the nodes but does not affect the other nodes. Clear? It is easy to detect defects. ఏదైనా ఉంటే ఈజీగా మనం ఇక్కడ డిఫెక్ట్స్ ఏమైనా ఉంటే వాటిని ఈజీ టు ఐడెంటిఫై. అలాగే ఏదైనా ఒక సిస్టమ్ కనుక ఫెయిల్ అయినంత మాత్రం ద డస్ నాట్ ఎఫెక్ట్ ఎంటైర్ ద నెట్వర్కింగ్ సిస్టమ్ ఇన్ టు ద స్టార్ టోపాలజీ. క్లియర్? ఆల్ దోస్ ఆర్ ద వేరియస్ అడ్వాంటేజెస్. డిసడ్వాంటేజెస్ వచ్చేసి ఏదైనా సెంట్రల్ హబ్లో ఏదైనా ఎర్రర్ వస్తే then automatically the total network system will be affected into the star topology. Clear? This is the way we have to communicate between the nodes. This is the one way we have to continue the star topology. The next one is tree topology. The tree topology combines the characteristics of bus and star topology. So both bus topology features as well as star topology features connected in between them, then automatically is known as tree topology. So what are the, if you observe the diagram, is there is one cable, two types of networks are connected here. One is bus topology, another one is star topology. So both are mixed in tree topology. So what are the advantages? Is easily expandable. We can expandable. We have to add many nodes or many way, either a bus or a star topology. Easy manageable. You can easily manageable. Easily error detection. If there is error is occurred in this topology, you can easily identify it. Limited failure chances in this topology. If there is single node failure, that does not affect the entire T topology. Because of, if you observe, the combination of bus topology as well as star topology automatically does not affect the entire networking system. If the fail of one hub or one cable, it will be affect half of the bus or star, but does not affect the entire tree topology. So this is the combination of two topologies. One is bus topology as well as star topology. Both are connected here. Easily to handle, easy to manageable, easy to error detection, limited failures to implementation the tree topology. Clear? The next one is mesh topology. Very interesting one and very complicated one also. Mesh topology is arrangements of the network in which computers are interconnected with each other through various redundant connections. So many devices. Very critical but highly secured topology is called as the mesh topology. So first of all, how we have to connect each other the nodes. Every node has to, all nodes cable should be connected directly. So I will explain very clearly. If you observe here, there is the 5 nodes, right? We have taken the 5 nodes. If you observe, all nodes has been connected, all the nodes. For example, first node has been connected, all remaining 4 nodes. See, look at this. First node, second node, third node and fourth node. Clear? Here the first node connected into this node 1. This is the 1 node, this is second, this is third, fourth and fifth. If you observe, the first node connected into this node 2. The first node connected into node 3. The first node connected into node 4. As well as the first node connected into the node 5. If you observe, the node 1 connected all the nodes directly. That is the key point. As well as if you observe the node 2, this is the node 1, 2, 3, 4 as well as 5. If you observe, I am in node 2. If you observe, node 2 has connected system number 1. Node 2 has been connected system number 3. Node 3 has been internally connected system number 4. And node internally connected system number 5. So this is the way we have to connect the between the nodes. So number of cables మనం ఎలా ఐడెంటిఫై చేస్తామంటే, here there is a formula n into n minus 1, n into n minus 1 by 2. So for example, here there is the nodes are 5, 5 into 4 by 2, 5 into 4, here 20 by 2, 10 connections we need. So 5, here n is number of nodes. I will take the 5, n minus 1, n minus 1 means 4, 5 into 4 by 2, 20 by 2, it means 10 cables required. We have to connect the all the nodes. So 10 cables requirement. That is the formula we have to connect the mesh topology. Clear? ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే మెష్ టోపాలజీలో ప్రతి ఒక్క నోడ్ రిమైనింగ్ నోడ్స్తో డైరెక్ట్లీ కనెక్టెడ్. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద basic definition of the mesh topology. So how many number of cables are required if you want to identify? We have to use the formula. N into n minus 1 by 2 is the formula. You can identify the how many nodes are required, how many cables are required between the nodes. You have to easily identify it. Here n is the number of nodes. N means number of nodes. Clear? N is equal to n into n minus 1 by 2 is the formula. You have to identify the number of nodes, number of cables between the nodes. N belongs to number of nodes. Clear? What are the main advantages entante, directly we can access any system. There is no between the links, either a hub or directly to another system. Directly there is a connection between them and you. Then you can directly access through the system. Fast access, highly secured. అయితే దీంట్లో ఉన్న డిసడ్వాంటేజెస్ ఏంటంటే, If you want to add between the, after finishing the networking, if you want to add to one node or add or remove is very difficult to handle in mesh topology because of each and every node connected to the remaining all the nodes. So if you want to add the one node, you have to connect all the nodes. So that is the very big problem, as well as if you want to remove it, difficult. So adding or removing is little bit complicated in mesh topology. Clear? As well as cabling is, if you want to increase the number of nodes, then automatically cabling is more required. So if you want to maintain the cable, వైర్లు ఎక్కువ అవసరం అవుతూ ఉంటాయి. నోడ్స్ పెరిగే కొద్దీ కనెక్షన్స్ పెరుగుతాయి, కనెక్షన్ పెరిగే కొద్దీ ఆటోమేటికల్ కేబుల్స్ పెరుగుతాయి, కేబుల్స్ పెరిగితే ఆటోమేటికల్గా వైరింగ్ అంతా డిస్టర్బెన్స్గా ఉంటుంది. సో యాడింగ్ ఆర్ removing are very difficult to handle here. So that is the, but only one advantage is direct access to any device, secured your data, security is there. ఏ రకంగా సెక్యూరిటీ అంటే హ్యాకింగ్ అనేది జరగడానికి అవకాశం లేదు. వన్ ఆఫ్ ది డిఫెక్ట్ ఇన్ నెట్వర్కింగ్ సిస్టమ్ ఇస్ దెర్ ఈజ్ ఎ ఛాన్స్ టు హ్యాక్ ద డేటా. ఏదైనా సిస్టంలో అదర్ సిస్టమ్ వాళ్ళు హ్యాక్ చేయడానికి త్రూ నెట్వర్క్ అనేది బాగా హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది. త్రూ నెట్వర్కింగ్ సిస్టమ్ వీ కెన్ హ్యాక్ ద డేటా, హ్యాకింగ్ అనేది అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి నెట్వర్కింగ్లో హ్యాకింగ్ అనే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి దెర్ ఈజ్ అదర్ మోడ్స్ ఆఫ్ టెర్మినాలజీలో దెర్ ఈజ్ ఎ ఛాన్స్ టు హ్యాక్ ద డేటా. బట్ ఇన్ మెష్ టోపాలజీ దెర్ ఈజ్ నో నీడ్ టు హ్యాకింగ్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ఐ డైరెక్ట్లీ ఇంటరాక్ట్ విత్ అదర్ నోడ్స్. సో దట్స్ వై we have to access directly in that nodes. So that is the mesh topology. If you want to identify the number of cables easily, for the formula is there, n into n minus 1 by 2 is the formula. You can find out the number of cables you need to handle the number of devices. Clear? That is the mesh topology. The next one is hybrid topology. So chudandi, here we have to, the combination of various different topologies is known as hybrid topology. So different combination, either ring topology, either bus topology, either tree topology, it's a different techniques should be connected into the one device is called as hybrid topology. A hybrid topology is a connection between the different links with the different nodes to transfer the data. So chudandi, if you observe three types of topologies here combined here. The first one is ring topology, this is the bus topology, this is the tree topology. All are connected into the one hybrid topology. So this is the flexible way to connect the communication between the nodes. We have to layout is there, we have to follow such kind of layout, then connect it. So that is called as the hybrid topology. So combination of various different topologies is known as hybrid topology. It depends upon the requirements as well as usage in batti, mana avasaraలను batti we have to choose all those types of network topology. So clear? Bus topology, ring topology, star topology, mesh topology, hybrid topology. So if you observe bus topology, there is a one cable. If you observe the ring topology, there is a circular form of the data should be accessed here. If you observe the star topology, here there is a central hub, we have to connected each other. If you observe the tree topology, the combination of bus topology as well as star topology. If you observe the mesh topology, the all nodes should be connected each other nodes directly through the mesh topology. If you observe the hybrid topology, the multiple storage connected networking topologies we have to connected each other. So different kind of topologies we have to connect it. So that is called as the hybrid topology. We have to discuss it. So depends upon the situation, depends upon the requirements, we should follow those type of topology. మనకి ఏది కావాలి ఏంటనేది, మన యాక్టివిటీస్ ఏంటి, మన ఆర్గనైజేషన్ యొక్క బేసిక్ థీమ్స్ ఏంటి, వీటినన్నిటిని బేస్ చేసుకొని మనం యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఫాలో ద వే యూ హ్యావ్ టు కనెక్ట్ ఇట్. క్లియర్? So this is the way network topology. Examination lo there is a chance to get the question. Write about the network topologies antaru, write about the definition as well as types along with the diagrams is helpful to learn as well as write very easily. The next topic is computer network types. What are the network types are available? So we know the network group of connected computers are connected each other with the help of cable enabling to communicate each other and they share the resources, data and application. You know the definition of the network. So in what are the ways to communicate the networking types we have to use? Here the main way, 4 types of computer networks we have to follow the here. The first one is LAN, local area network. The next one is MAN, metropolitan area network, wide area network, personal area network. So everything we have to remember here. In computer network, group of devices we have to connected each other is called as the computer, communicate each other. We have to share the resources, we have to share the data, we have to share the applications, all those form of the computer networks. As well as if you want to communicate the networking, we have different types of networking types are available. Those are LAN, MAN, WAN and personal area network. Now the first one is LAN, local area network. So within the limited premises, within the building, limited geographical area, we have to connected each other is called as local area network. It is such as office, building, such kind of thing. So small space we have to connected each nodes. Local area network is a group of computers connected each other in a small area such as building or office, whatever it. So different nodes we have to connected each other. In the limited geographical area, we have to number of devices connected. So local area means local lone manam data ni gaani resources gaani share chesukochu between the network. It is less costly as it is built with inexpensive hardware such as hub, networking adapters and other cables. So ఇందాక మనం డిస్కస్ చేసుకున్న నెట్వర్క్ టోపాలజీస్తో పోల్చుకుంటే సో లెస్ expensive. So only cable is required to communicate all the nodes. So there is no need to use the hub, no need to use the network adapters, and other cables are not necessary to connect the local area network. The data is transferred at any extremely faster rate in local area. Because of the data transmission is highly speedily. Because of ఎందుకని స్పీడ్గా అని అంటే డేటా ట్రాన్స్మిషన్ అనేది లోకల్గానే ఉన్నాం కాబట్టి విత్ ఇన్ ద ప్రిమిసెస్ కాబట్టి డేటా ట్రాన్స్మిషన్ అనేది ఈజీగా జరుగుతుంది. లోకల్ ఏరియా నెట్వర్క్ ప్రొవైడ్ హైలియర్ సెక్యూరిటీ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ సేమ్ బిల్డింగ్లో ఉంటాము, సేమ్ వర్క్ చేసుకుంటాము కాబట్టి సెక్యూర్ డేటా వీ కెన్ యాక్సెస్ ఇన్ టు ద LAN, లోకల్ ఏరియా network. Clear? So usually educational institutes has to maintain the LAN. There are in their lab there are so many terminals or devices are there. All devices are connected each other with the help of the local area network. So LAN is helpful to access the multiple devices data along with sharing of the data. Very inexpensive without using networks, hubs, whatever it. Very faster than the other networking techniques, highly secured, as well as limited geographical area is possible to handle the cable. Here the one disadvantage is also there. Number of distance perige koddi you have to maintain the cabling as well as handling the signaling is will be affected on the networking system. So that is called as the local area network is very helpful network. The next one is PAN, personal area network. So if you observe the diagram, there is a central device is there. We have to connected either Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, whatever the it has to cover 10 meters around the device. So personal devices like mobile or Bluetooth, phones, printer, scanner, whatever wireless cable, we have to connected each other is possible in PAN. Personal area network is a network arranged within an individual person, typically within the range of 10 meters. So the LAN key PAN key difference is the LAN up to covered 50 meters of geographical area is covered into the between the nodes, but PAN is covered in within the range of 10 meters will be covered here. Personal area network is used to connect to the computer device for personal use is known as personal area network. So for example మన మొబైల్లో నెట్వర్క్ డేటా ఉంటుంది, we have to use in your laptop. సో మొబైల్ డేటా నెట్వర్కింగ్ మనం మొబైల్ ల్యాప్టాప్లోకి వెళ్ళి హాట్స్పాట్ త్రూ హాట్స్పాట్ వీ కెన్ యాక్సెస్ ఇంటర్నెట్ డేటా. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద పర్సనల్ ఏరియా నెట్వర్క్. సో అలాగే మన ప్రింటర్స్ని కూడా మనం యాక్సెస్ త్రూ క్లౌడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ ఈజ్ హెల్ప్ఫుల్ టు handle the wireless activities. Wireless cable, wireless mouse, gadgets is possible to access the personal information is possible in PAN, Personal Area Network. The next one is MAN, Metropolitan Area Network. So Metropolitan Area Network. So for example, I will give a small example. If there is a one office in our city, it has so many branches within the city. So we have to use the MAN. So if you observe the diagram very clearly, you can identify. So metropolitan area network is, I am giving the one diagram. One central network is there. For different locations, we have to communicate each other. Usually government offices or private sector, they are to handle those regular activities, all the branches data to communicate through with the help of metro area network, metropolitan area network. So this is also covered with the large geographical area along with internet, along with interconnecting a different LAN to form a larger network. So ఇక్కడ ఇంకొక పాయింట్ మీకు చెప్పాలి. LAN is the local area network. So metropolitan area, so many devices will be connected into the LAN also. So అక్కడ ఆఫీస్లో ఉన్న all devices should be connected into the LAN. The metropolitan area should be, data should be shared all the devices as well as all the branches, we have to communicate it. So that is the metropolitan area network. A metropolitan area network is the network that covers a large geographical area by interconnecting a different LAN to form a larger network. So where you have to use government agencies to connect the citizens, private industries, they have to maintain the central hub. So easily to handle all the branches data with the help of metropolitan area network. In MAN, various LANs are connected each other through a telephone exchange lines. So MAN along with LAN is connected each other. So a small example, LAN ante, so along with multiple locations, multiple branches data along with interly connected into your local device is called as a MAN along with LAN. So metropolitan area network is a network that cover a large geographical area by interconnecting a different LAN to form a larger network. Clear? The next one is, so last one is wide area network. So wide area network is to extend the large geographical area or global area data should be accessed around this national wide, around international wide, we can access the data. Global data, WAN means nothing but internet data, global data, big data. We have to use the large geographical area such as the states or countries data, whatever data we have to cover in WAN. A wide area network is quite bigger than network than the other any other network along with the LAN. So LAN ki WAN ki sambandham ledu. If you are WAN, that is called the wide area network. You can access global data, large geographical area network very easily and effectively along with the LAN. A wide area network is widely used to in the field of business, government and education. So ఎక్కడ యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం అంటే ఎక్కడైతే ఇంటర్నెట్ అవసరం అవుతుందో along with government sectors or educational institutions, we have to maintain the wide area network. So wide WAN along LAN అన్నాడు. So if you observe WAN, wide area network along with LAN. So if you observe, మనం ఇంటర్నెట్ సెంటర్కి వెళ్తే అక్కడ సో మెనీ డివైసెస్ ఆర్ కనెక్టెడ్ ఇన్ టు ద నెట్వర్క్. సో వాడు ఒకటో రెండో నెట్ కనెక్షన్స్ తీసుకుంటాడు, ఆల్ డివైసెస్కి కనెక్ట్ చేసుకుంటాడు. ఎలా పాసిబుల్ అవుతుందంటే దెర్ ఈజ్ ఎ WAN కనెక్షన్తో పాటు అలాంగ్ విత్ LAN ఆటోమేటికల్లీ ద డేటా షుడ్ బి ట్రాన్స్మిషన్ బిట్వీన్ ద నోడ్స్. సో ఒక నెట్ కనెక్షన్ ద్వారా దే హ్యావ్ టు కనెక్ట్ ఆల్ ది నోడ్స్. Then automatically WAN along with LAN. WAN means global data access is possible, as well as more than one device is connected, as well as more than one device is access the net data. So that is the advantage of LAN along with MAN. So a wide area network is widely used in the field of business, government sector and educational institutions are used in wide area network. Clear? So if you observe the diagram, so many servers, so many workstations, so many devices globally connected along with the workstations, along with the servers, can handle all the data to the end user. So this is called as the wide area network, is nothing but a global area network. We can access the global data with the along with the LAN, local area network, is helpful to handle the data in WAN. Clear? So these are the 4 types of network types. We have to computer types of networks. An examination point of view adigite, we have to discuss about the definition along with the different types, LAN, WAN, MAN, as well as PAN. All those are I have to cover in this topic. So we have to completed our networking concept. We have to cover what is the definition of the network, definition of the World Wide Web, what is the definition of the internet, network topology, types of networks we have to covered in this session. All those things are the networking concept. Network, define the network, World Wide Web, internet ante enti, network topologies enti, what are the layouts we have to follow in the network topologies along with the types of network topologies. The next one is types of networks we have to cover in this topic. In the next session we have to cover HTML concept. So in our web technology we have to build the web pages with the help of markup language like HTML, DHTML. How to create web pages through in web pages in HTML. HTML means hypertext markup language, where we have to write in the code. So usually write in Notepad, we will be execute or any browser. So this is the next chapter in this unit. We will be covered how to create static page, what is the definition of the static page, what is the dynamic page, how to create file, how to execute file, how to run the code, where we have to execute, what are the software requires we have. Everything will be covered in this next session. So clearly we have to observe each and every session should be very carefully observed and read carefully, as well as you have to follow all the examples along with the demonstration, as well as you have to observe the concept. First you have to learn the concept of the topic, then you can write the code and execute the output. It will be helpful to easy to learn. So ప్రతి ఒక్కరు జాగ్రత్తగా ఫాలో అవ్వండి, అర్థం చేసుకోండి. ప్రతి దానికి నేను ఎగ్జాంపుల్ along with out I will explain very clearly. Those examples should be executed in our device. You can try, you will get the output, then only you can read. It will be helpful, as well as you can build our own web page or website easily. So that's all for the day. I have to completed my session networking concept.